in such a vindictive setup where it is very easy for young people who aspire for a public office, who aspire to come to politics and get demoralized because of the vindictiveness.
Then what happened? I think it's very important for all of us to think. Last night also, over dinner, we were talking about it. Today, if you look at among the top 5 cities, Chennai is slightly. This points towards lack of visionary leadership. I mean, if you look at how Chennai has missed the bus on various revolutions that has happened in India, I truly believe it was because of lack of visionary leadership. Last night we were talking about Chennai airport as an example. Let's compare it to what Karnataka has done, Hyderabad has done. And it all points to lack of leadership. This has happened across spheres. In Coimbatore, since my birth, I've been looking up to it. Last night, jokingly, I said, back then, Ambassador Aura, the city. But I feel somewhere he got stuck. And it's not been able to really go to the next level. And that is where I believe leadership makes all the difference. And not only in India, if you look at it globally. What was Singapore, the fishing harbor? Look at Malaysia. It was all about one leader, 20 years, all the change happened. And that change is what Annamalai represents. Yes, Telugu Desam party is part of NDA. We are here to support each other. But then when I got call from Amarana, I said I'm not coming here as an NDA partner, but as a fan of Annamalai. Politics is not easy. It's not an easy place. Definitely not easy for an educated person. Being an IPS officer, he's given it up. And crores of people aspire to be there. And this is one rare leader who's given that up to serve the people. People say he's a controversial leader. I say he's a leader with caliber. And he has the guts to take things on, to bell the cat and say, this is what it is. And that is the kind of leadership that I truly believe the state of Tamil Nadu needs. We need leadership that will look what does Tamil Nadu need for the next drinking water. We've looked at various other sectors in Coimbatore, handloom, the power loom sectors, the foundries. I think a lot of work can be done. Just before I got here, I was reading up on his interviews. I could see that he has very clear thought process in terms of how to execute it. And I'm sure that he has the ears of the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. And he's a man capable of fighting with him if required to bring the funds needed for the development of Coimbatore. See, all of you know how difficult it is to attract an investment. And since this is not being recorded, we can be Andhra was one of the very first government willing to sign. Even in electronics manufacturing, Chennai always had the edge, thanks to Nokia. But then Andhra government fought, and then we were able to attract a lot of investments. And this was because we were very fair, the government was sleeping. So it's very, very important to have that kind of visionary leadership to fight for every investment. Because now every state is fighting. Looking at competition coming from Karnataka, Andhra, Telangana, looking competition coming even from states like Orissa. And it's a matter of time that Bihar will also start attracting investments. We're looking at how law and order has been set right in UP. The kind of investments UP is also attracting. So you need young, strong leadership, visionary leadership that can work hard and bring about investments into the state of Tamil Nadu and also for Coimbatore. So Coimbatore 2.0 can only be delivered by an operating system called annamalai. It's a tough seat. It's a tough. Look at the leadership. Because I'm only inspired by visionary leadership. I've rarely come to Tamil Nadu to have a campaign. This is my first time I've come. And that's only because of him. To our states, our constituencies. It's going to be a very healthy competition in terms of building our states together. I truly believe that together we can transform the nation. Modi ji talks about $5 trillion economy. In Andhra, I keep questioning, why can't Andhra itself be a $1 trillion economy? Strong states is strong nation. And what you see on the dais are people who can build about strong states and contribute to India's growth story. So I urge all of you to take this election very seriously. My friend was very clear that it's us who do not go and vote. This is the biggest challenge that we see. Yes, it is excruciatingly hot summer, no second thoughts about it. But every vote matters. It's a very, very important election. Impetus is very, very important. It is virtual certainty that a third term for Narendra Modi ji is going to happen. But then the voice, I think the voice in the government from South is going to be very, very important. It's going to be very, very important. Please understand this importance. And really, I think we have very little time left. And whatever little time that we have, I think if all of us come together, definitely Annamalai ji will go to Parliament and change in Tamil Nadu should start from Coimbatore. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Jai Hind.
Correctly for the wrong party every single time. We hope that with you there is a change this time. So congratulations on the work that you have done. And I want to say on behalf of some of our friends that I think we are really inspired by the effort that you put in, the vision that you have, and the honest effort. But I have a question. I have a bone to pick actually. I have a question with you. So some of us here, a lot of us here are from textiles, and some of us have a dyeing plant in Perundure Subcot unit. And the infrastructure in the dyeing factories in Perundure Subcot is actually, I would say, one of the best in the world in terms of the technology, the investment that has been made, and also in terms of compliance. I think the compliance from the factories operating there is among the highest because we are
art without carrying repercussions. Naidu Garu gets arrested and you get blocked. And the same thing happens to Tejasvi Surya at different times, because that's an occupational hazard all of us face. But for a biggest business person, I keep urging the Coimbatorians that it is your choice to make this count, but not coming out in the open. First is make your employees to vote. And collectively, if you look at the business houses of Coimbatore, the employee base is close to 1 lakh, sir. It is 1,10,000, 1,15,000. If you look at the largest business house in Coimbatore alone. And it is the business house, the people, many of them after you, the factories inspector will come, the power gets shut down. So the largest spinning mill in India, with the highest number of spindles, is just outside Coimbatore. The power got shut for 48 hours because I went to their college to speak to their students many years. Simply because demand a fee, and if you don't give the fee, you come after them. Especially for business people like them. I feel very, very sorry in a state where if they speak in got fired, a lot of people got fired. Not even a single newspaper carried this article in Tamil Nadu. Not even a single newspaper. Fired at Fortune Global Company. Will not take the name. In their books of accounts, they have mentioned that this much money was paid to the government of Tamil Nadu for getting an order. And US has this Sarbanes-Oxley Act, which clear any company operating in any part of the world pays money in any part of the world, which is punishable by US law.